Welcome to Star Warrior Prime Reviews, and on today's review we will be reviewing the Marvel Legends Marvel's Lizard, the Amazon, I believe, exclusive. That is a redo of the old Bath with a new head, I believe, or maybe it's the same head, I don't know, I think it's a newer head. This is an amazing looking figure. I'm excited to get this version of Lizard because I'm going to pair him up with my battle damaged Spider-Man later on. Here's an awesome comic art on the side. Here's the amazing back with the little description if you want to pause that and read that. And then this really awesome art on that side. And then we've got some more of that art on this side. On the top, we have a really cool Spidey symbol. And on the bottom, of course, we have all the legalese. But yeah, really cool packaging. But let's get into the figure. And here we have Lizard out of the package. And there is some assembly required for the tail. I figure right now we'll go over the articulation of the tail. It is not a wire tail, which we're used to now because it is the older figure. So it has two joints here and here. Technically it's here and here because the pattern on the bottom is like that. So it's technically kind of like this. I don't think, maybe it is wire. No, I don't think it's wire, especially not here. But yes, in order to assemble that, you just plug it into the back right here. Then I'm actually going to leave that off when we go over the articulation. So first off, the lizard head we get that's on it, it's very dinosaur in my opinion. Has the opening mouth and articulated tongue that goes up like that. Pretty interesting version. I am definitely more excited for the other one, and we'll go over that in just a moment. But first, the head can go that far up and about that far down, can go side to side like that, thanks to the joint here and the joint here, which are ball joints. There is no butterfly joints, I don't think, on this one, unfortunately. There might. No, yeah, there's not. There is, of course, the usual upper bicep swivel, double jointed arms. They are not pinless because this is an older figure, updated, but you can get all kinds of movement out of it. Hands are both on a forward front rocker, forward back rocker, I don't know. Then there is some ab crunch, so you can get it to go down that far and back about that far due to the lab coat. There is hip swivel, not hip swivel, is that hip? Yeah, hip swivel. And then the knees don't, whoop, it's a bath, so it used to do that. The knees don't really have too much articulation over here. It's just about that much. Okay, that just keeps popping up. We'll go to the other leg, hopefully it doesn't. There's movement on the foot over here, and there's of course the toe bend, which is actually still part of the foot. It gives me very Toy Biz era vibes, this right here. I love that. But yeah, some very interesting articulation. We've pretty much, if you had the original one, you've seen this kind of articulation before. The new thing I believe with it is the head, and we're gonna pop that off. It does not have any movement there, but you put this head on and it is definitely more, I feel like that's more snake-like. But yeah, so that's the new head, which is really cool. You can barely see the eyes, they're like slivers. Hands in the way. There you go. Really nice mouth paint apps, like the darks in there. But yeah, really cool. I do love that there's just a pop of orange or gold right there, bronze, something like that for the button, just right there. I thought that was funny that they put that paint up there. All the torn shirt and all the torn lab coat. You got the dirt down here, just running through the sewers. But yeah, overall a, you know, classic, but a good classic. I'm gonna put the tail on, strike him in a pose, and give my final thoughts on the Marvel Legends, let's say Deluxe Lizard. Really? Okay, my is being a very grumpy lizard. The feet are having a hard time staying up. There we go, I think. There we go. So here we have Lizard in a really cool pose. I kind of gave him kind of like a swishing hand kind of pose with the other hand coming from behind. Kind of thinking if Spider-Man's there and he's fighting him. Got the tail attached. I think this is a very interesting figure. I wouldn't give it a 5 out of 5. I'm actually going to only give this 3 out of 5 web shooter fluid, 3 out of 5 web slings, we'll say, or something like that. It's pretty much a 3 out of 5. I'm not a big fan of the datedness on the figure. It's an okay figure. I'm just more of a fan of the retro lizard that we got a while back with the 2 alternate heads. That's more comic, like, I guess it's more classic comics kind of look. There's just things about the lizard that are kind of tricky. We haven't, in my opinion, gotten a really great lizard. This one is cool. It's definitely going to go with, like I said, the Battle Damage Spider-Man or the McFarlane era Spider-Man that I have, because I think that's what this lizard kind of comes from. That late 90s, early 2000s lizard vibe. It's still a great figure, and if you need a lizard and it's still available, which I will leave the link for it down in the description if it's available, hopefully you can pick it up. It's a great lizard if you don't have a lizard yet, but it's one of those things where I just keep hoping with all the Spider-Man figures that keep coming out, maybe we'll get that just really great lizard. Maybe even a Maximum Series lizard. I don't think they'll do it, but that'd be cool. Overall, though, decent figure. A good stand-in lizard for your collection, for your Sinister Six or anything like that with Spider-Man if you need it. But it's just not quite there in my opinion yet. Overall, though, an okay figure. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below, what you think of the figure, if you picked one up, if you're going to pick one up. Like always, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. If you are, thank you so much. Hit that notification bell, and share this video with anyone you think would get a kick out of it. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the next one.